Alright boys, let's begin. So here I have a Fusion composition and I will open this in Fusion page. And now we can start creating our scene here. So grab a background and connect it into the media out. And let's bring the alpha down to 0. And now let's grab another background like so. And let's merge it here. And in this background I will select the color to something near to yellowish, dark yellowish like so. And then let's add a rectangle mask to it and make a square box like this. And then add a text node to it. So grab a text node, merge it here, and let's type our text, which in this case would be psychology, and the font would be Charling. So right here, and let's bring the text here, increase it in size and reduce the tracking a little bit. Let's set it here. Now you can go to this merge and set it somewhere about here like so. And you can select all the nodes, then press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V to copy and paste it here like so. And then in the second merge, grab it to the right side. And now go to the second background and let's make this one white. And go to the second text and change it to our text, which would be media in this case, right here. And let's bring it to the left side like so. Alright, now let's make some space here and grab another background. Now this one would be white. And I'll add a polygon mask to it. And then merge it here. Then go to your polygon mask and draw a line, draw a point here, and then press shift and a point here so the line would be straight. Then increase the border width and select this option. Alright, like this. And maybe I will extend it a little bit right here. I'm gonna copy the first background, the yellow background here, Ctrl C and then press Ctrl V and merge it here. Alright. Let's make some space here, and in this background I will grab another rectangle mask and insert it into the mask input. Alright, and let's place it here, and also go to this merge and in the operator mode set it to under, so it's under the polygon. So in this rectangle let's set it accordingly. And then you're gonna copy the second background, the white one, paste it here, then copy this merge, paste it here and insert this into this one. Alright, and then again same, copy this rectangle, paste it here, insert it into the background like so. And in this rectangle let's bring this one down and increase the width and bring it here, right here. Alright, like so. And now let's animate our rectangle. So let's animate the first one. So let's start it from frame number 30. So go to frame number 30 and keyframe the width and center position. Now go 50 frames ahead, 1 2 3 4 5, and once again keyframe these positions, and using this arrow go back to the first frame and reduce the width back to 0 and bring the center to on top of this polygon like this. Alright, and then you can go to the second rectangle and let's start keyframing it at frame number 50. So it should start animating at frame number 50. So let's keyframe both the parameters and let's go 50 frames ahead, frame number 100, and let's keyframe them both again, and going back by using this arrow, reduce the width down to 0 and bring the center on top of this polygon like so. Now I will select both the rectangles, go to the spline, select both these from here, then zoom to fit, and then select all, then press S, then press T, lock them in and increase the ease in and ease out like so, and you will have an animation like this. Okay, now what you're gonna do is make some space here for post compositing. And after this merge, first of all I would add a soft glow like this and reduce the gain, increase the threshold and glow size like so. And then I'll add a grain node, right, so it adds the texture. And then you're gonna add a node called XF Chroma Fuse, which is from Reactor, and let's increase the size a little bit so it's gonna add this chromatic aberration, alright, which looks stunning. So somewhere about here. And now finally you can add a transform node, and let's give it a zoom out animation. In fact, so on frame number 0, increase the size to 1.1 maybe, and keyframe it, then go 30 frames ahead, bring it back to 1, and in the spline let's smooth it out like so. So you have something like this. Merge it here like so, and I will add a grid node to it like this and reduce the major line spacing and set this to 10 and this to 10 as well. And now go to the settings and bring down the blend like so. And then we will add a vignette to this like so and increase it in size a little bit. Alright, now you can go back to the edit page and let's grab an adjustment clip here and set it like this. Now set the pitch to about 0.1 like this, and yaw to 0.2, something about here, and let's zoom in a little bit like so. Let's move it here and here. And now go to the start of adjustment clip and keyframe the position. And now let's go to the end of the adjustment clip and bring this like so. Alright, so a subtle movement to the right side like so. And now you can expand the keyframe section. Select this one, smooth it out, select the first keyframe, smooth this out. And now if we view the fusion composition, we have something like this.
And it wasn't even just his prowess as a psychologist, but as a media personality.